Hey there, I'm Nicole Barker. Welcome to Content That Crushes. Today we are going to learn all about content strategy. And we are talking about content strategy that not just crushes clients, but also crushes those limiting beliefs inside of us and helps us become better at sales. And we are selling to unicorn clients here, guys. We are selling to the clients we love to work with, the people we love showing up for, the people who appreciate us, right? That's who we want to work with. And this is what this content strategy is for. So this is a workshop. I want you to dial this in. I want you to get really excited and I want you to take action because we don't get results unless we take action. We can't keep doing the same things over and over again and expect different results, right? That's not how it works. So I want you to get your pen and paper out. I want you to get ready and we are going to dive right into this content strategy. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you about a transformational story. And this is something that happens to you every single day in your life. Every day there are hundreds, if not thousands of little tiny transformational stories that happen to us. Okay, so every good content strategy starts with a foundational transformational story where we talk about the situation in the beginning, the middle, and the end, and how we felt in the beginning, middle, and the end. That feeling piece is really what drives it home and makes something engaging and interesting, right? There's a reason why we spend zillions of dollars on movies. People love a good story. And that's how we create content that has legs and attracts our ideal clients to us, okay? So we're gonna get started with this with a transformational story and I'm gonna share mine with you. And then I want you to pause this video and I want you to write down your transformational story. But through this process, I'm gonna be giving you examples so that you can relate back to this, right? And you can see functionally how it works for me so that you can make this your own because this is a foundational strategy that helps you to learn how to use other strategies and layer them up, okay? That's what the real big value is here. All right, so once upon a time, okay? Once upon a time, I worked for people that I hated. I was in the business consulting realm and I was working mostly with hospitality, with bar and restaurant owners. And you guys, I was really good at this, okay? I was awesome at it. I made great money, okay? And a piece of me absolutely loved it. But you guys, it was thankless, okay? It was thankless. I worked for people who were very frustrating. It was very hard for me. I was exhausted all the time. I was working 90 hours a week. And I just didn't have any freedom. I was miserable, okay? And then one day, something magical happened. I fell into a sales funnel. And at the time, I didn't even know what a sales funnel was, okay? I ended up on this discovery call somehow, magically, for a Facebook ads course because I was looking for a course that I could use to help my clients to get better, okay? I was learning how to make Facebook ads for them. So I fell into this funnel, get on my discovery call, and it was $3,000. And it sounded like something that I could absolutely use. It was something where I was like, okay, this is gonna help me with my clients. I'm gonna do a much better job helping with their promotions. I'm gonna learn about offer structure. I'm gonna learn all these things. I'm gonna be better at what it is that I do, okay? And so I was stoked on it and I took action because I knew it was gonna make me better and I knew it was gonna make me more money and it made sense. So I took out my wallet, I paid the $3,000 right then and there. Okay, and something happened inside of me because I took action, because I decided to invest in that program. I knew I had to get results, right? I spent this money, I have to get results now. So I dove in head first. I took that thing by storm. It was a 9-week course, like there were 9 weeks of courses and I took it all in 2 weeks and I just sunk my teeth into it, took action immediately and ended up landing 10 clients in just 6 weeks, which was nuts, right? Just crazy. And I would take these clients and you guys, I am not techie. On that same discovery call, I was Googling what SEO stood for, okay? This is not my area of genius, but I knew I was gonna figure it out. I knew I was gonna learn it because I chose to invest in myself, okay? So I would get these new clients and this program has amazing support. It's a badass coach and also just the group of people, the vetted group of people that are here, it's next level, okay? So I was super excited, and I'd bring all these clients, and they would laugh at me because I didn't know what to do with them. So they helped me through the process. They held my hand, right? And they started calling me Wonder Woman as kind of an inside running joke, right? Oh, here comes Wonder Woman again with another client she doesn't know what to do with. But they were so supportive and so helpful. And then they started asking me, they said, Nicole, how are you landing all these clients? And I said, well, let me show you. And I jumped onto some calls with them. And I showed them how to optimize their social media. And I showed them what to do and how to get more and better clients. And something magical happened. It started to work. They would get off the phone with me and then get a client, right? And so I started getting little presents, little boxes of chocolate in the mail, and all sorts of great feelings. And you guys, it felt amazing. It was life-changing to kind of have that experience and that camaraderie. And that's how Client Attraction Secrets for Wonder Woman was born, okay? So this is my transformational story. Now, this is a big one. This is something that happened in my life that was crazy next level, but it doesn't have to be something big. It can be something small. You can use a very small story that just happened to you today, okay? But it has to have the beginning, the middle, and the end, and it has to show a transformation of some sort. Now, this story, I want you to take a second, okay? I want you to breathe, take a minute, and I want you to pause this video, okay? Pause this video, and then I want you to come back to me, and we will talk about the long post. Okay, so you're back. We are doing the long post, okay? So in this format, I want you to write this story out, and I want you to double space everything. I want you to make it in that long copy format, because here's the thing about long posts. We need them in our content strategy because they trigger that algorithm in a different way. They are working for impressions, right? So people stay on those posts a lot longer than they would a short one, right? Because they're reading through, and each line of copy is super compelling and gets you to read that next one, right? You want to use emojis in this. You want to break up that text. You want to have that spacing, because here's the thing, guys. People are lazy, right? People are lazy. They don't want to read. This gives them that thing where it's like, oh, well, just one more line, right? And they get one more line down. They're way more likely to read it when you double space it out, okay? And it needs to come with a single image. Now, this image needs to be something that's impactful, that stirs up emotion, okay? We want to have that emotional connection with our audience. So we want an image that pops and stops the scroll. So we're talking good color contrast, high visibility, and remember, Facebook loves faces. They don't call it Facebook for nothing, okay? So faces are a great way to emote, right? And we can show our emotions through our facial expressions, and that's something that people love to look at. People love to look at other people, okay? And our friends love to look at us. So use a high impact image that stops the scroll, and then we're gonna do that long post and keep people on there for impression after impression. Now, don't get disheartened if a lot of people don't react with this. That's not what we're looking for, okay? This is not an engagement post. It is a long post. So we want it to be in long post format. And we're not looking for hundreds of comments and likes here. We are looking for people to stop the scroll and read with us, because Facebook rewards us for those impressions. Does that make sense? Okay. So the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna use that same story, that same post, and we are gonna break it up in a different way to make what I call the muggle post. Okay, muggles are normal people, right? Quote unquote, the normies. The normal people who don't behave like marketers, who are just posting on Facebook today because they did something interesting, okay? We wanna make sure that we trigger into that algorithm as well. We wanna be part of the muggle bucket, not part of the marketer bucket, because the marketer bucket gets put with spam. And we don't want to be spam. We want to be real, authentic, and we want to create those real connections with our audience, okay? So the muggle post is going to break that big, long post into just one sentence from the beginning, the middle, and the end, okay? And again, we're going to incorporate those feelings. And we want to do this short and concise. You know, on Facebook where it has that little thing where it says, see more, ... If you get to the point where it says, see more, you've gone too far and you need to dial that back in, okay? So I wrote mine down here for you guys so that it would be nice, clear, and concise. It says, I used to work in a thankless job. Long, hard hours, used and abused. I was miserable. But then something magical happened. I fell into a sales funnel, ... Well, and let's just say that things have never been the same again. Hashtag happiness, okay? And again, I'm gonna use a single image, a different image than the last time, of course, a single image that conveys what emotion? happiness, right? Doesn't that all make sense? So then this post is gonna get some good fire. People are gonna like it, support it, and it's gonna get some good traction, but probably not a lot of comments, probably just a lot of little hearts on there, a little love, okay? We want that muggle post in there so that Facebook sees that we're performing like a normal human. That's what they want from us. They want us to act in a certain way so that we're using the platform how they intended us to use it. And that's really important so that the algorithm doesn't put us into that spam bucket. We don't want to be in the spam bucket. So I want you to pause this video and I want you to take that transformational story and break it into 3 pieces, okay? 3 sentences, very short, concise. Go ahead and pause it and then you can come back to me, okay? Okay, so now you're back and we're gonna push this a little bit further. We are going into video land. Everyone gets so freaked out by the live, but you guys, Facebook Live is where it's at, okay? Facebook is all about this right now. They want us to go live. It's gonna get you a ton of visibility. It's gonna get you a ton of traction. And it's gonna help you attract those ideal clients because they're hearing the tone in your voice. They're seeing your face move. They're seeing your hands. They're seeing me talk with my hands all the time, right? And that creates more and more connection. And it also does something else. It also repels people. And this is really important. If we want to set ourselves as an intentional attraction point, we also have to repel the people who don't match our vibe, okay? And that's really easy to do with a video, because you know how that is, guys. You go onto these videos sometimes and you see people and you're immediately like, nope, never, ever, ever going to be able to listen to this person. They talk too slow, they talk too fast, I hate their laugh, whatever it is. It repels people, and that's really important because it makes room for us to attract more people that we actually want to work with, who actually want to work with us, which is what we're trying to do. So that video creates connection, and it creates it rapid and it's fast. And doing these lives, you guys, is gonna build that self-assurance and make you so much better at selling because you're gonna get onto screen and you're gonna be a little nervous and you're gonna be all like fidgety and you're gonna work through it, okay? You're gonna do it anyways. And doing it anyways is helping us to see those challenges as opportunities to level up, which is exactly what you're trying to do with this content strategy, right? Level up. So challenge yourself and be ready in that mindset to take on that challenge wholeheartedly. Okay? And in this live video, what I want you to do is I want you to tell that story. And I don't mean sit here with a piece of paper in front of your face and read it. That's not what I mean. I mean tell the story like a real human, like you're doing it face to face. Like we're all in the room together, we're sitting at a restaurant and we're driving and I'm gonna tell you, oh my God, this is what happened to me. Okay, when we tell it like that, it's compelling, it's interesting. And doing that is gonna help you get better and better at writing your copy because you're gonna see how people interact with you on that live. Okay, which is going to show you how interesting you really are and build more and more of that self-assurance, which is what we're after, okay? So we want to make sure and do those lives. Now, a couple little tips here. 1, title. It's very important to have a compelling title on your live. You want to make sure that people are like, oh my gosh, what is this? I have to look at it, right? We don't want to have boring titles. We don't want to have informational titles. We want to have inspirational titles that make people say, oh my gosh, I have to watch this live right now, okay? Now, little hack, after you go ahead and post that video, you can go back later. You can come back later and you can add a couple lines of copy to that go through and give a little bit of juicy, peeky kind of detail, sneak peek stuff so that people are more and more compelled to catch that on the replay, okay? That's gonna give you a lot of visibility, get you a lot of traction, and lives are great practice for selling, okay? So you wanna make sure and incorporate this into your content strategy. Now, the next piece of this is the engagement post. We know we have to have this. The engagement post, we are going to use a color block. Why? Because Facebook says so. Facebook likes us to use the features that it offers, and it is rewarding that color block right now because it loves the color block. So we're going to use a color block and we are going to write a question. Not just any question, but a compelling question that gets people a little bit polarized, and it's going to relate back to that original topic that we were doing. So for my engagement post, what I chose to do is, if you're miserable at your job, do you quit or do you stay? Okay? Now, hundreds of people are gonna get on there and be like, oh, this is what I did, or this is what you should do, because no one's gonna realize that I'm not really talking about myself, I'm talking about myself in the past tense, unless you watch the whole story, right? So they're gonna get on there, they're gonna give me advice, they're gonna argue with each other a little bit, they're gonna chat it out. Okay, so here is the ninja hack. You are going to, for the 30 minutes after you post that post. Okay, you're gonna post it, and then for 30 minutes, you're gonna rapid respond to every single person who comments on there. And I don't mean like it, okay? I mean respond, as in ask them another question that gets them to keep going. Maybe drop a GIF, maybe showcase your personality in there a little bit. Be a little funny, be a little mean, be a little sweet, whatever it is for you. Showcase that personality through those comments, and you're gonna fire up that engagement. And then after 30 minutes, I want you to go silent. Just go silent. Stop talking, okay? When we stop talking, Facebook's gonna keep showing it to more and more people, and they're gonna keep responding, but we're not responding, so it's just gonna trickle up. And I want you to wait a couple hours. And then I want you to come back, and I want you to go in there and respond to all of those people. And what's that gonna do? It's gonna move that content block right up to the top of that algorithm again, and you're gonna get hit with another layer of engagement, okay? And so then, after you respond to everybody that's on there, what are you gonna do? You're gonna wait a couple more hours and do it one more time. You're gonna do it one more time, and you're gonna get that content strategy back up to the top and get more and better engagement on that third time around. You're gonna go through and answer everybody again, maybe rile up some of the people that are in that first block of the answers, okay? And you're gonna get, you know, 10s, 20s, 30s, hundreds of comments on this, and all the likes and all of the engagement. Now, why do we need that? Okay, we want engagement for our posts because we need to be moved up in that algorithm, okay? It's very important that Facebook knows that we matter. When we speak, people listen. And when we have high level of engagement, it shows our content to people that are outside of our normal algorithm, okay? Because it's like, well, all 100 people in this normal algorithm have already commented on this, so I guess we have to show it to more people. So Facebook starts showing that engagement post to more people, which gets you deeper and more reach into different corners, so people are starting to see your name again, okay? And engagement posts are perfect primers. They prime us up for a post that's tomorrow to get better engagement tomorrow when we're using it today, because it gets that engagement fluffing all up, and then Facebook shows our next post to more people, which is, of course, what we want. Okay, the next piece of this is our wildcard post, and this is really important, okay? So I want you to understand that we are not trying to be consistent in the mindset of we do everything the same every week, because that's not how normal people, the muggles, perform on Facebook. We don't have a content strategy. We just post when we feel like it. So I want you that to be reflected back for you a little bit through the wildcard post. In the wildcard post, you're gonna be choosing either a muggle post, a video post, or an engagement post, okay? And so you're gonna repeat that. And you're not gonna do the same post, you're gonna restructure it in a different way and reformat it so you could do another video and talk about that story from maybe a different angle. You could do another engagement post and ask a different question that kind of rolls that out in a new way. Or you can do another muggle post, which is what I want you to do today. I want you to go ahead and push pause, and I want you to create another muggle post that relates back to that story. I'll showcase you mine. Guilty. I actually didn't come up with the Wonder Woman theme. The people in my Facebook ads course did. They kept calling me Wonder Woman because I kept bringing in more and more ad clients that I just didn't know what to do with. And of course, I'm gonna pop that on with a Wonder Woman picture, right? Totally makes sense. So I'm gonna get tons of traction there, and I'm also showcasing a little bit about what I do here, that I get a lot of clients, right? I have a Wonder Woman group, right? And that I do Facebook ads. So I'm showcasing this in an inadvertent way to get lots of engagement, but also so that people know who I am and what I do and that I'm good at it, right? So we can showcase that in a more sales post approach, okay? This is a valuable way of doing this. But you wanna learn how to break up those big stories into those little pieces where we have the beginning, the middle, and the end, and we're showcasing emotion along the way. There's lots of different ways to do that, okay? So go ahead and push pause and write another muggle post, okay? All right, so now you have 5 posts. These are your 5 posts for the week, okay? Yes, there's more that goes into this, okay? You have to learn how to build authority. You have to learn how to build trust. You have to be able to establish yourself so that all of these things turn into more and better clients. But this is the foundational structure where we learn how to behave on Facebook to trigger all those keywords and get visibility, because it doesn't matter how many times you pitch something if no one sees it, right? So this content strategy is a foundational building block that you then can learn to layer, and you can build strategic offers, you can dial in your messaging, really understand that target market, get all those pieces in play, and then this content strategy absolutely sings, which is of course what I teach in my program, right? Is that we have all of those different principles coming into play. I just want to cover on some of the basics here for you, okay? So we have those 5 posts, and that's kind of the minimum, all right? Now, it's really important that you have a good relationship with social media, meaning if 5 posts feels like just too much for you, you can work up to that. You can start with 3 posts, okay? And work up to that. It's most important that how you feel when you show up on social media. That's what really gets everything rolling, okay? So it's that piece of belief that's behind it. So if you want to start with 3, that's okay. Now, if you have more, what I want you to do with that is you put those 5 into your content strategy and then pop the rest of them up into those stories, okay? Because Facebook loves the stories. You get tons of visibility with that, and it's really, really effective. Okay, so we have those different layering, and you can go into those stories and even create another content strategy to layer that on top of it. It's really endless. The possibilities with this are endless, but this foundational building block is what's going to get you rolling in the first place. Okay, I'm not going to tell you that time doesn't matter, because it does. It's not about time, the time that you post. It's not that it doesn't matter, it's that you can do this intuitively. You don't have to schedule everything out in advance. You can say, hey, I feel like doing an engagement post today because I have more energy to give. Rather, as if I did a long post today, I wouldn't have to respond to so many people. So you want to have that kind of combination of strategy and mindset with this so that you post from a place of authenticity. And that's really what helps you get more traction, is because you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, then people are going to be able to tell, and maybe not so concretely, but definitely in some format, they're going to know that you're irritated with having to do that engagement post today, right? So we want to make sure that we show up authentically for ourselves so that we have a positive relationship with social media, and so that we actively attract the right clients because we're coming at it with the right mindset. Okay, so it's not just enough to just show up. You have to show up with the feeling behind it, and that's of course going to make it work better. We have strategy plus mindset pushed into actionable steps that help us to get from where we are to where we want to be within the algorithm, okay? And remember, guys, with mindset here, it's so crucial. Whatever you decide, that is what will happen. If you decide that your clients are never going to see you and this is never going to work, you're right. But if you decide that your ideal clients are out there and they're waiting for you to figure it out, and they are out there and they're going to see this and it's going to work, you're right. Okay, mindset is so important. If you've already decided it won't work, it won't. That's the power of belief, okay? And that's what my Unicorn Client Attraction program teaches. I will teach you how to believe in the strategies that you create so that they actually work, okay? And I'll help you to be able to learn how to take action in a strategic way. We'll develop that out with mindset. Non-stop notifications is a game changer because it combines strategy with mindset into those actionable steps that actually help us to move the needle, all right? So here's the thing. I'm getting ready to open more spots in the program, okay? I actually had the plan of opening 20 spots in that program, but I accidentally sold 4. And I guess not so much accidentally, but more from an attraction-based thinking, because people came and asked me about the program before I even launched it. I haven't even launched it yet, okay? And people are already signing up for it because this attraction method works. This content strategy works, okay? But only for real, authentic action takers who aren't afraid to showcase their true selves online, okay? And maybe a little bit afraid, but willing to tackle that, willing to dive in and ready to start attracting more and better clients, high ticket ones, okay? High ticket ones like I'm landing, like the women in my program are landing, okay? This is for women who want to be successful, who want to be happy, okay? Coaches, pros, experts, business owners who are ready to start taking badass organic social media strategies and using them to crush the game. That's who this program is for. It's not for people who are on the fence. Okay, it's not for people who want to keep doing the same things and getting the same results and staying in that tiny zone of comfort. This is for women who love unicorns and love unicorn clients. It's a prereq, okay? You have to want unicorn clients, okay? It's not for people who aren't ready to invest in themselves energetically, financially, into their business, okay? It's not for people that are feeling in that thing of like, I just want to stay where I am, because it's for action takers who are ready to take it to the next level. The truth is, Non-stop notifications is a sales program, okay? Sure, I teach social media strategies, that's what I do, but I deliver the self-assurance that you need to sell like a boss, okay? That's what it's for. It's for sales, okay? It's to close more with ease, to get better clients, and tap into your true potential, okay? I teach Wonder Women how to level up. Okay, and if you aren't super techie, that's okay. Remember, 6 months ago, I was Googling what SEO stood for, so you don't have to be super techie, and you don't have to have a big audience, because here's the secret. You can build one, okay? Just like I'm building one in the Wonder Woman group. The Wonder Woman group is only 3 months old, you guys. We're hitting 3,000 members this month, this week, which is super exciting. And that group has already generated me over $25,000 in revenue in a very short amount of time. You do not have to have a big audience for this, okay? Like, that's not a prereq, just loving unicorns. All right, so what's the catch? There's always a catch, right? Absolutely. You have to be willing to learn, okay? You have to be willing to get in there and invest in yourself and your business. You have to be willing to take action. You have to be ready to be ready. I know for a fact that you are ready, because if you weren't ready, you wouldn't be watching this video right now. You are 100% ready, but you have to believe that, okay? That's what matters. You have to believe that you're ready and allow yourself to see it. That's how we get to the next level. You have to decide to stop chasing those freebies, okay? Stop thinking that the answer is in a freebie. It's not. It's in a program, because it's really, the answer is in your ability and your decision and your commitment to yourself, okay? You have to be ready to do that, all right? So remember, you have to choose to start believing in yourself and your business and commit, okay? And then you have to take action. That's how that works. You have to make the decision, you have to take action. They don't call me the client attraction secret Wonder Woman for nothing, okay? We take action, and that's how things get done. Somebody asked me the other day, they were like, Nicole, why do you think you've succeeded where other people have failed? Okay, how did you get to 5-figure months so fast? It's like, well, here's the thing, guys. I'm not smarter or better or more experienced or more techie than other people. I choose to believe in myself. I show up, I take action, I commit, I invest, I believe in myself every single day, and I work to crush my limiting beliefs. That's what I do. That's where success comes from. Okay? I'm Wonder Woman. That's how that works for me. And it's not because I have something that you don't. It's because I'm willing to do the work, I'm willing to invest, and I'm willing to show up for me, for myself, okay? So in this funnel, you guys, I have given you down here a button. You can click this button, and it's going to take you to the sales page to give you a special Wonder Woman offer today, okay? I have Wonder Woman, you guys, in this first round of the program that are getting crazy badass results. I mean, we're talking $3,500 clients, $8,000 clients, $9,000 clients so big that you have to put the program on hold and come back to it later because you have to go deal with this client. It has been insanity, and it's amazing. It is so fulfilling to me to watch these women show up and absolutely crush it, okay? So are you ready for the price? The price is $3,500, okay? So it's an 8-week course. You get weekly group coaching calls, access to the members only Facebook group full of vetted other badass women, okay, high vibe stuff going on in there. You're gonna surround yourself with a community, and that is so crazy valuable, okay? And when you sign up now, you also get the added bonus of a $550 strategy session with me, okay? And I make you wait for it. I make you go through that program. I make you get through at least 3 weeks before you take that strategy call. Because here's my promise to you. I'm not gonna let you waste that strategy call on silly questions that are already answered in the program, okay? That's not what I'm about. I'm about getting you results and helping you align that unicorn funnel that you learn how to build in nonstop notifications. I'm all about helping you align that strategically, and that's what that call is for, is to help you to get results, okay? And one more crazy bonus for you. You also get Groupie to Goddess. What's that? Groupie to Goddess is my 6-figure community builder program. This is a course that teaches you everything that I've done in the Wonder Woman group to have that rocket success, have that quick action movement, great engagement, and of course, monetization structure that actually works. Okay, so you get Groupie to Goddess. It's a whole additional course. I'm gonna be selling this course eventually for $1,200 on its own, and you get that included in the price, okay? So there is a ton of value here. And you know, it's something where when I'm seeing the results that these women are getting, $3,500 is a no-brainer. It is a no-brainer price because people are getting that in one client. People are getting that in one client and getting results or seeing results as early as 3 weeks, okay? It's nuts because it works, okay? And that's why I'm so excited for you to see this offer that's on the next sales page. It's gonna give you all the details over there. You're gonna get everything broken down for you. And are you ready? Here's the special for you, okay? Anybody who takes action, okay? I have 16 spots, those 4 are already gone, okay? I have 16 spots left for this program, okay? And if you take action right now, this program is $14.97, okay? It's not gonna get any cheaper than that ever. Never, ever, ever, okay? So I want you to take action, go click that button, check out the sales page, and let's do this. You are a Wonder Woman. I believe in you. Let's go crush that content.